Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our free workshop, Dive into the AI Excellence with Microsoft Copilot. Okay, so today we'll be talking about how Copilot leverages AI with Microsoft Office. Yeah, okay, so my name is Zam, and I will be hosting this session for today. Yeah, so if you have any questions, you can just ask in, and then I will see it. You can just type it down in the Q&A, and then I will actually post it up. Okay, so for now, we can start with a short video on Coreshare itself. Okay, can play the video already, yeah?
Yeah.
Looking for training? Want it fast and simple? At Coursera, you can find the best training available from dozens of training providers right at your fingertips. Just type in what you're looking for, and you will immediately see the list of courses that matches your search. Something still missing? No worries. Just easily browse through the courses available under different categories on our website, from communication skills to project management. We've got you covered. You can even organize a private class for your employees, view any course content of your choice, and check out the reviews from those who have attended. So, whether you're from HR searching courses for your organization or a business owner looking to learn at your own pace, there is definitely something for everyone. Personal development, leadership, accounting, and many more. Coursera is made ready for you, anywhere, anytime. Browse all our HRD claimable courses at work or at your favorite hangouts or even by the beach. Experience it for yourself. Just search for us at coursera.com.
Okay. All right, so I'll be introducing our speaker for today. Okay, her name will be she's Miss Jaina. Okay, she's our internal trainer. Okay, a Microsoft certified trainer. I'll pass it over to her, and then she'll be taking over the session for today. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi, Jaina.
Hi, Zam. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, everyone. Welcome for this session. So today I'm going to actually introduce to you Microsoft 365 Copilot. So how do we leverage the features of Copilot into our daily task here? And first of all, I would like to welcome everyone and also thank you for joining today's session. I hope by end of the today's session, this session going to be a fruitful session and also giving you the idea of what is Copilot in Microsoft 365. So we are bringing the power of next generation AI to the work. So when we for the past few years or the past few months, we are talking about how AI can help you in all types of work. And we are also going to use that to our Microsoft 365 application. So this Microsoft 365 Copilot, and especially at your work, it combines the power of large language model, in a short we call LLM, with your data in the Microsoft Graph and Microsoft 365 application to turn your words into most powerful productivity tools. So with that, we are actually looking at how can I make this Copilot to be working with more productivity. And also the Copilot offers features that streamline tasks, automated workflow, and also enhance collaboration, unlocking productivity and creativity throughout your day. So its adaptability means it can be customized to meet the unique needs of any organization. So the ability to extend its capabilities through plugins make it a continual evolving asset that can adopt the ever-changing landscape of your business needs. So we can say that rather than it is acting like a general co-assistant at your work, it will actually fulfill according to your organization and also your custom needs accordingly. And with your co-pilot, you're always in control. So that is the most important part. So when we talk about co-pilot, then most of the organization, like talking about the security, how secure is my data or how secure is my information. So no worry, everything in control. So it's within only your organization. And also you can decide what to keep, what to modify, and also what to discard. So now you can be more creative or analytic in Excel or more expressive in PowerPoint and also more productive in Outlook and also more collaborative in Teams. So before we go into the Copilot, I think it's a good to know that eligibility of the prerequisite of Microsoft 365 Copilot. So for those using individual license, so to use Copilot Pro features in Microsoft 365, customer must be licensed for Microsoft 365 Personal or Family. And for business or enterprise, use Copilot for Microsoft 365 and customers must be licensed for Microsoft 365 Business Standard or Business Premium or Microsoft 365 E3 or E5 or Office 365 E3 with E5. So even though if you are saying that we are not having Microsoft 365, we also include the features of OneDrive for Business or SharePoint. Some organization only using Office application, which is Office 365 license. So with E3 and E5, we are also able to use Copilot. So all these versions are supported in order to use, but for this Office 365, then Microsoft Teams not included because Microsoft Teams also is part of the business licensing only. And let me show you that the features and plan for the Microsoft 365. Okay, so for example, if you are using personal, then this is going to be 20 USD for month per user. So those like in a medium or small size organization where you have the personal licensing for user, then you can get it for 20. And also this can be renewal by every month. And for those under business plan, then it is going to be 30 per month and also per user. And also we have to like get a annual subscription. So the difference like for personal, if example, if you wanted to just get it for 1 month, you can try that. But for business, you have to get it for minimum annual subscription, which is for 12 months. And also for enterprise, also it carries the same pricing. And if you are paying yearly, we are getting like 360 per user per year. And this is also going to be the annual commitment. So with this license, then we are allowed to use the Microsoft 365 apps here. So with that, I'm going to show you that with this license, what are the advantage of using it? Okay, so Copilot in our daily application. So when you like enter the office or when you are starting your business, I hope everyone is using these applications very frequently, which is Outlook. Day by day, we are checking on it. And also Word document, Excel, PowerPoint, and also Teams. So in our daily work, we are using these 5 applications quite frequently, especially Outlook, Teams. After this one, then we have actually Teams in use a lot. So I can say that Outlook and Teams like working together. So we can also use Copilot in Teams and also Word and PowerPoint. So with that, first we are looking at Copilot in Outlook. So what are the ability or what are the advantage of using Copilot in Outlook? It can draft an email for you, or it can actually summarize an email, and also with the email coaching. So I can say that in our daily work, right? When you are composing email, we are having that fear of like, am I writing it rightly? Or what should I put into the email? So with this, we can actually use the Copilot features in Outlook, and then it can actually draft an email for you. So I'm going to show you the demo on how Copilot works in Outlook. Ending the slideshow. So now we are looking at Outlook. So I'm just bringing my screen to here. Okay. So this is my Outlook. And also for now, we have to use Outlook, new Outlook, in order to use this Copilot in Outlook. Yeah. So those who are already having the Copilot license, then we can say that if let's say my Outlook not coming out with the Copilot features, is there any reason? Maybe we are still using the classic Outlook. So we can see that in my start menu, I have Outlook new and also the classic Outlook. So once you already get the license for Copilot, and when you turn on your Outlook, it will prompt you to use the Outlook new. So Copilot only works with Outlook new, not the classic. So now I'm using the Outlook new. And also after we tried that, we do have the advantage of if we are not familiar with the new Outlook, we always allowed to switch back to the classic view. So with that now, I'm receiving email from my colleague and it is in a conversation. So when we look at the conversation of this email, so this is among like our teammates where we are discussing on certain subject. And you can see that it is quite long email and we have a few conversation in this email. So this email happened like quite some times back, early of the year. And I would like to just recap on what is this email about. And if you say that if I want to read through the entire email, all the history is going to like take up a lot of time. So then I'm just going to summarize by the Copilot. So whenever we have the license for Copilot, then you will be seeing this icon automatically when you open up any email. So with that, when I use the summary by Copilot, then it is generating the summary. And this generating the summary will take some time, but because like earlier, I already done the summary so that we can save time. So now the generation of the summary very quick. So imagine like reading through the history of the email, which is a long winded email. We just can like read through this. So this is going to be like a very quick recap for me. And also it will be highlighting for me those action people. So all within my organization. And also whenever I would like to get more detail about that person, I can just go into that person to get more detail about them. Meaning like you are getting the contact details here. So after generating the summary, then we can just close the summary and also give you another example. So I'm having another email, but this conversation, like only 2 emails sent and received. But then when I see that also is a conversation, and this is happened between 2 people only. So when I go to email summary by Copilot, so it is also giving us the summary and also the person who involved in the conversation. So this is the one of the interesting feature, I would say that, so that we are not going to spend a lot of time reading the whole long-winded email. Okay, so after seeing this summary by Copilot for the email, let's say I'm going to drive a new email to my teammate. So assuming that we are just completed one of the event recently, and also now I'm actually getting a new email. And also the new email in Outlook new will come into the same window. But last time in Outlook Classic, it will always open up a new window. But now it will go to the same window as a docking pane. And we have the choice to also open it in another new window. So I'm going to be like open in another new window. So when you open in a new window, usually when you compose email, there are few ribbons, message, insert, format, and also the options for sending the email. So now we are at the message ribbon, and you can see that Copilot. So when you are composing new email, this Copilot will be at the message ribbon. And when you go Copilot, we can see that we have 2 options, draft with Copilot. So I'm using this option. And also automatically it also will display in the body of the message. So either you go here or click here, both giving the same result. So after clicking on it, then it will prompt you like, what do you want to say in the email? So to say this email, let me get it. So I already have this email. And then I'm just going to copy this prompt into my new email here. Okay. So let's say we just conducted Excel workshop recently, and it is a successful event, and we're getting a very good feedback from the customer. And we would like to, as a project manager, I would like to compose email to all my team member. So I'm just giving the keyword, thank you to team member to make Excel workshop successful and get good feedback from customer. Then I can go and generate the draft. So this will take some time so that the AI feature will look into your prompt and then coming out with the email composed for that. So this is the email. So I hope that maybe if I'm writing this email, I will spend about half an hour, but now maybe within half a second, the Copilot already drafting the email. So I can say that I'm like more productive by saving a lot of my time. And also by reading this email, I feel that my team member maybe feel the email is too long. And also we would like to make it like in a more formal or professional way. Then we can actually come to editing the prompt. So when you go to the left-hand side bottom, it is having the edit the prompt. So when you click on it, there are like some suggestion what you would like to change from that. So when you click on it, then you have the choice to make it shorter, longer, make it more formal, direct, casual, or make it as a poem. So when you prompt it, then we can also see that more idea or choice given to change the email. So example, I would like to make it more formal. So it will be regenerating the email. So we can see that the wordings are updated accordingly. So if this email is good, then this is just a draft. So you have to choose, keep it. So when I keep it, then only it comes like with my email. And also, of course, my signature is here. So the signature added automatically. So with that, we can draft the email, but then you can just put in who you want to send the email to your group of teammates, CC, and the subject being added. Thank you, email. So after we do this, maybe I go again to the Copilot. And then if let's say I would like to make some changes, so we can still go to the Copilot, the draft, or we can use also coaching by Copilot. So for draft email, we have seen that. So now let's go to coaching by Copilot. So what is the meaning of coaching by Copilot? It will try to analyze your email, or will be like and say that checking your email and then give you comments accordingly. So it almost there. You can see that it is working on it. Almost there. Analyzing your email. Then it is coming out with some suggestion after analyzing your email. So that is the meaning of coaching by Copilot. So even though before this we already sent the email, or you already have a draft of email on your own, and you want to get some changes or idea from Copilot, is it suitable or not? Then that is the coaching by Copilot. So we can see that the coaching shows that the tone show more personality. So it will be giving us the idea of what the email need to change. And also reader sentiment. Make them feel special. So because we are sending the thank you email for the teammate, we want to make them feel more special. And also there are some suggestion given. What can you like add on to some of the phrase or some of the statement you mentioned in the email? So the suggestion also given, not only just commenting, yeah. And finally, we also have what is the clarity of the email, and do we need to like simplify the email or not? Then you can actually look at those coaching by Copilot. Okay, so this is under your email, and I can say that as of now, these are the features supported for Outlook. But then while we are reading the email, we are saying that we are also going to come out with the new features for the Copilot. So I can say that Copilot is still evolving, and time to time we will be coming to the new features as well. So we will be like always looking for the more prompt from this one. And hi everyone, just excuse me one second. Okay, all right. So with that, next we are moving on to Copilot in Excel. So next to Outlook, I can say that in most of the organization or department, Excel is another very day-by-day application that everybody uses here. So how can this Copilot help you with your Excel? And again, we are using Copilot as the assistant, and also this is going to be like a giving you more faster way of working with your Excel files lah. So I'm going to show you one example. So this will give you with how Excel can be used with Copilot. So let me just open one of my files. Okay, right. So when you open Microsoft Excel, then first thing you want to check whether the Copilot already coming to my application or not. You can go to Home ribbon and then check the Copilot. So we can see that in all applications, Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, including Teams as well. So whenever we go to that application, you go to Home ribbon and look at the most right, you will have this Copilot. So if your organization already assigned you with the license, you can find this. So this is also one of the very favorite question. Where do I see the Copilot icon in my Excel, Word, PowerPoint here? So when you go to Home ribbon, I'm like clicking on Copilot. So it's giving me the Copilot pane on my right. And then now you can see that my data here. So I'm just pulling out data for my sales detail. So the sales detail, when I get it from the sales system, it is giving me a few columns. Customer state for the customer, the manager handle the order date, and with all the detail for the orders. So with this detail of orders, right, I would like to do something on my data. So whenever we come to the Copilot, the default prompt that is going to given to you, where you can actually allow Copilot to add formula column into your existing data, edit by using highlight, and also sort and filter because this is a raw data. Maybe the sequence and highlight are not there. And also it allows you to analyze the data here. But also we notice that how come all these are like gray up, not allow me to click and work on it. So there are few conditions if you wanted to use Copilot in Excel where the data must be in a Excel table. Then only the Copilot can be working, and also that Excel file must be saved in your OneDrive location, meaning like OneDrive for business or OneDrive personal, then only the Copilot will be working here. So with that, I make sure this data in a table form. So I'm just going to cell A1. Control T is a shortcut for creating table. Or we also can go to Control T, shortcut for creating table. Or we also can go to insert table. So it will identify my data range and also with the every column with header, the first row with the header. Click OK. So now the data in table, then you can see that very quick Copilot allows you to use all these prompt as well. So with that, it is also giving us some suggestion. So because this is a raw data, do you want to like see the data insights, meaning analyzing the data, adding the formula column, or reorganize the data with highlight, filter, and sorting? So with that, let's say I would like to go and ask Copilot, give me suggestion for the formula column. So working on it, what are the suggestions going to be given here? Almost there. So when you are prompt anything, it will take some time for the, as I said, at the background process is using the LLM and also the Microsoft Graph to be working with your prompt and also coming out with the answer. And after that, I can see that here, formula column reviewed and insert, calculate the sales for each row, and this is the calculation given. So if this is one of the suggestion that you accept, then you can insert the column. But in my sample, I can see that I'm having the product. Okay. So I'm having the product, example, mango cool, with the quantity to 2429. But then every product, I want to know the how much is the pricing. So I do have one more table at my source data where this is comprised on the pricing of each of the product. So now if let's say I'm a new user to Excel, I'm not sure what formula to use so that I can bring the price column into this sales table, and I can ask Excel to do that for me by using the Copilot here. So with that, I already have the prompt. Let me copy the prompt. So this is my prompt. So you can use your own language, and you don't have to be worried that like, do I need to like follow certain term that Excel uses? Not necessary. So that is the assistant given by Excel. So example, now my prompt is like as the end user level, I'm asking put the price column using product column in sales table from pricing table. So with that, the prompt, I'm saying that this table I generated, I go to the table design ribbon to rename the table, and I name the table as sales table. And also I go check the list worksheet, and this table I already created and name the table as pricing. So with that, I'm now in this table, and then I'm asking a price column using product column in sales table from pricing table. So when you're asking the prompt, make sure the prompt also like more detailed prompt, not like very general prompt there. So then I'm asking to working on it. And also you feel that if you are not going to like type it out, you can actually use the microphone, and also you can actually prompt the questions using your microphone as well. So it's like getting the suggestion of the formula, generating the formula column. Then I can see that price, find the price for each product sold in this table by looking up product name in the pricing table and returning the corresponding pricing. So then what the Copilot also giving me the formula what to use. So as I said, if you are like a beginner level of Excel, then I'm not sure what formula to use. This suggestion helped me a lot, and also it will actually give me the formula, including it will explain what is that formula according to your data, not general yet. And also once I look at it, then I go and insert the column. And before I click, I just go there. It will actually have me the preview for that column. So I just insert that column. Then when I go to that cell, it will actually give me the XLOOKUP formula. And after I've done that, then I also can get more suggestion, or maybe the next question I'm going to prompt a profit column in the table. So now we already have the expenses, price. Then we want to know how much is the profit because it's a sales table here. So understanding your data and giving the suggestion for the formula. Start generating. Okay. So with that, it is like analyze your data, how to calculate the profit. So example, each product there is a pricing. So it will multiply the price with quantity, then only minus with expenses. So that is how it calculates the profit. So meaning that it is smart enough to check your own data, and from there it will come out with the suggestion. So insert column. So the formula being inserted ready. Okay. So with that, the formulas, if you are not sure, you can just prompt, I would like to achieve this. Then it will suggest the formula, and also the formula created, we just need to insert in your Excel. And once we are done that, next, I want to like more organizing the data. So to organize the data, I can always use the sort, highlight, and filtering the data. So if let's say we would like to sort the order date column from 2000, let's say I'm having a 3 years of data here. So from 2022 until latest. So working on it. Almost there. Finishing up. Done. So sorted the table by order date in ascending order. So as I mentioned, like even though we are not familiar with the terms used in Excel, but you can just use like our day by day language or the command. Excel understands and do that for us here. And it will be like giving you the option also. It is done, but would you like to return to the previous? So you have the choice to undo as well. So with that, I go and check my order date column. So this icon indicate me that, yes, it is sorted ready. And also maybe I would like to highlight, and I'm going to give another prompt where I want to, let's say, highlight the profit column for the top 10 profit. So I just done this prompt and coming to the Excel and just paste it. So you can enter or click on the send icon to have this here. So it is changing your table and then finishing up. Then it is actually giving me the option with that. And it is stated that it is already done. Okay. So we also like based on the previous prompt that you have given, it will also give you suggestion of what is the next things that I would like to get it. So because my profit last column, maybe it stated that you also wanted to focus on your first column or show item of 13,000. What is that? The highest, lowest can be identified here. And this highlight is done by conditional formatting. And also finally, I can actually, after looking at all this data, we can go to the create or analyzing the data. So I go to analyze. I can analyze the data to show the insights of your data. And then there are some prompts given to analyze the data. Yeah? Percentage of total price or total expenses of store, or is there any outliers in my data? So let's say if I would like to look at is there any outliers in my data? I click on that suggested prompt. Then it will be coming out with the analytics for that, analyzing your data. And this is where the things will show. And with that, it will be giving us a 40 marks profit as 6 outliers. So the highest, meaning like they are performing outstanding during this duration. So that is one of the outliers. So with that, I just go to the outliers in a new sheet. So this is going to give me the new worksheet. And this is done with the pivot table. And this is a daily order. My data quite long for past 3 years of data. And then this chart giving us the outliers accordingly. Yeah? So whichever the highest 6 being identified. So if let's say you are very new to your analytics for your data, this also will be a very good one for you to like, what am I going to analyze with the data? And now because you are in the pivot table won't allow you to do the analytic because it's already the analyzed data. So if you want to like analyze further, you have to return to the table. So it is also like giving you that why I'm not able to use the Copilot. So when I return to my source with the table, then only it will ask me to like go and get more. So with that, I can just analyze all my data accordingly. And then sorry. So the analytics can be given here. So let me return to like, and also after you prompt, maybe that prompt is like not what you needed, then you can also stop generating it. So example, I go back to the analyze, and then I want to like change the topic. It's also allow you to do that. Or you can also try to refresh your prompt, and that will be giving you with the more analytics. And at the same time, as I mentioned, Copilot start evolving time to time. So the prompt will be like added in the new one accordingly. Yeah? So after I start analyzing a few questions being asked, at last, Copilot will give you all insights to a grade. Okay, so with this data, it will try to analyze, and then after my few prompt, it understand that what I would like to analyze with my data, and then it is giving me a summary of, I can say this is going to be my final dashboard to present with my sales data. Okay, so all these are generated by pivot chart to summarize. And also the pivot tables are at the bottom. So based on your data, the analytics will be given. So that is on your Excel. And also the prompt that you are getting from the suggestion, we also have the like option to view other prompts as well. Yeah. So the most important when you're working with Copilot is your prompt. Like when you are making Copilot as your Copilot, your assistant. So you need to ask question or you need to prompt something, then only you're going to gain the things. So with that, you can see the prompt categorized like create. So what you would like to create or what you would like to understand from your data. And also you would like to edit the data. And also we would like to ask the data. So all these are like more prompts available here. And these prompts, as I mentioned, specifically with your data. Okay. So I think we have seen this Excel with what are the things can be done. And moving on to our next application Copilot in Word. So according to the training we are conducting, I can say that there are a lot of departments also doing a lot of documentation proposal in Word. And the first step, they are struggling with how am I going to come out with a proposal? They know the keyword and everything, but then they have that issues of how am I going to draft the document? So let's start with a new Word document. And then blank document. So with the blank document, when I start, I can go to the home ribbon and I can see the Copilot icon, meaning I already assigned me the license for Copilot here. And also whenever we start, the first line will show you that select the icon or press alternate I to draft with Copilot. So with that, I can click here or click here to be coming out with the Copilot pane. Or if I'm not you're going to use the Copilot pane, then I can just click on draft with Copilot. Alternate I is also the shortcut for it here. So here we can see that draft with Copilot. Describe what you would like to write, including notes or an outline, and Copilot can generate a draft to get started. So meaning say that we know in Outlook, your composing email actually is a word editor. I can say that we can use the similar features from how do you draft an email, but now we are using the same technique to draft the proposal or document in Word. So I'm having this from, if let's say, okay. So as you all know that our organization, it's a training provider. So as a salesperson, they would like to write a proposal to the customer, suggestion for training, mastering dashboard for visual report in Excel, level 1, and also mastering dashboard for visual report, level 2, with the training objective and benefits of using Excel dashboard. So maybe they feel that our salesperson, yeah, they know we do have this training, but they didn't know really like what are the benefits of using dashboard in Excel. So they prompt this and also they added additional information, the training costs, and also the duration for each level. And with that, we are coming to generate. So I start generating the draft. So as I mentioned, like the drafting similar to like how you draft email in Outlook. So it is starting with a proper proposal where the proposal should be starting with introduction and training objective, training benefits, training cost and duration. So it is like generating continuously and also the contact detail. But I would say that the detail also we need to like go and edit, especially for example, the email, contact number, and also the website. So with that, the prompt that I have given is already generating the draft for me. And maybe if let's say the proposal not suitable for you, we allow to like go and modify that here. And also there is additional prompt, for example, the writing, you want to make it more formal or make it more professional, depends on that, yeah? So let's say I want to put it as make it professional. So it's a refining your draft. So we can see that earlier, it did not give us the company introduction. So now it is like giving us the company introduction, and also with the contact detail. And it is like giving us with the more detail. So with that, if let's say we wanted to just generate that, or we wanted to do the changes, it allows us to do that. So maybe, as I mentioned, if I'm using this to create on my own, I may take up a lot of time, 1 hour or maybe the whole day to draft this proposal. But then now within a second or maybe within a minute, we allow to create that proposal. And after I generating it, I think it's like working on it. Okay, so let's say if this is the proposal I needed, I just go and click keep it. So it will be there lah. And after I'm getting this, let's say I'm highlighting only one paragraph. And this one paragraph after the highlight, I'm also getting the Copilot. So maybe I'm okay with all except for this paragraph. I'm not so okay. So we can ask to rewrite with Copilot so that when you rewrite with Copilot, it will be like trying to edit and then give you with a better paragraph as well. So even your existing document, now you have created the document long time ago. For now, we can use that. And also after rewrite, you have the choice to replace the existing paragraph, or maybe you would like to insert below. And also with that, we are getting the prompt to like get it in a more different way lah. And also another features that we have for Word, after we rewrite the text, we can convert your data into a table as well. So certain data, when you write in a line by line, not so easy to understand or not easy to look at it. So we would like to make it as a table. So example, the final part is giving the contact detail, isn't it? So I'm just highlighting the bullet point. And then with the Copilot, we have the choice to visualize as table. Okay, so we hope that this is giving a better view, and then you can have it in a table level. Yeah, so once the suggestion is given, then we can just go and keep it. Okay, so that is for the prompt that you can give. And also, let's say when you have a very long document, maybe like 100 pages of document sent to you, and you would like to have a summary so that you know what is the document about, right? So this is similar to, again, email. So when you have a long document, you can have a summary from there. Yeah? So let me give you example of that. And just give me 1 second, open the document. Okay, so I'm just opening one of the long document, and then maybe with this document here, it's still opening the document. Just give a few seconds to open it. Okay. So,
Hi, Jarina.
yeah, hi.
Sorry, actually got one
Yeah.
question here. Is
Okay.
asking if it can Copilot help to turn text into PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, we are coming to that shortly.
Oh, okay, no problem. All right.
All right. Okay. So this is a very long document. So the question from Zam, I'm holding it for a while. And then when we are moving on to the next, I'll actually show you on that here. So I just opened a one very long document, which is like a lot of pages in this document here. So with that long document here, I can get also the table of content. And if let's say you're receiving a long document, then you would like to have the Copilot features. And by using these Copilot features, right, then it is like trying to checking on your document. And then we have the choice to summarize your document. Okay. So summarize this document. And as I said, maybe this document is about 244 pages. So you'll be like looking at it and how is it going to give me the summary of the document here. Okay. So while working on it, maybe I can get another. Okay, so it start generating the summary. Almost there. Okay, all right. So here is the summary of the document. Then I can see that it is giving me the explanation. So this is actually one of our training manual for Excel here. So based on that, you can see that it is referencing the module for the module number 1. So it is also giving us the reference like Word document normally supports the EndNote and also the header footer with the EndNote. So the EndNote will also support it here, which is the where this reference is taken from here. And also after generating this summary, we can actually look at the below and copy the summary. So when I copy, it's like copy to your clipboard. So when the content copy to clipboard, maybe I would like to have another new Word document for that summary. So I can just come and paste it over here. So the 224 pages summarized into this. So it's easy for us to understand. And also maybe if I would like to send this as an email attachment here, it will be a good so that we can give a summary to the recipient, including attaching the document. So rather than we let them go through the 244 pages, the summary giving them overview of the document before they go through for that. So it also summarized that here. And this is my next document. So I'm just going to like close this document. Okay. Not saving. Okay. So with that, this summary of the document here. And if let's say we would like to go and get this with the PowerPoint presentation. So we also allow to create PowerPoint presentation based on the existing document or from our new PowerPoint presentation here. So moving on to next, which is how Copilot works in PowerPoint here. So it is helping us to create new presentation based on existing document. So this is the question just now. Or we also allow to add new slide, add images so that now we are looking into more infographic types of slides And also, how do we again summarize the presentation, organize the presentation, and also changing the format of the presentation. So with that, let's say I'm starting with a new presentation in PowerPoint with blank presentation. And usually for 365, there is a designer coming up automatically. So we can go to the home ribbon and turn off the designer, and we have Copilot. So the prompt that you are having for PowerPoint, you can create presentation about, or you can create presentation from file, or adding the slide. So first I'm going to show you create a presentation about, if example, team building training. Okay. So meaning like I'm just giving a title to create a presentation. Create a presentation about team building training. So meaning like we are just starting with a prompt for what title I'm going to have there. Okay, so it's like working on it so that rather than we are like looking at it and creating on it, we just give a big time to PowerPoint to create the slides. So, okay, here you go. A presentation about team building training has been created with multiple slides. And you can see that there are 14 slides being added accordingly. So imagine, right, I just spent about less than 1 minute to come out with this presentation here. And it is like making the presentation looks engaging by adding the images automatically based on the keyword that it finds in each of the module. And also it will like organize the presentation, what to present first, next, and so on. Okay, so after coming to all these slides, right, then we can feel that maybe we need one more slide for talking about how to conduct team building. So then we can actually go and say that add a slide for how to conduct team building. So earlier we created the entire presentation, and based on this, maybe we feel that certain topics are missing. Then we also allow to just add on one particular slide here. So with that, we can see that your slide added after your current slide earlier. Okay, so this is to create presentation with the topic or title given. And we also can generate presentation from a file. Okay, so for that, let's say I'm going for this prompt, but before that, I'm just going to save this file for the future use as well. I'm going to save it on my desktop and on my Copilot workshop folder and team building training. Okay, so this presentation is already saved, and I'm coming out with a blank presentation. Go to Copilot. And after coming to the Copilot, and I would like to create presentation from a file. So you will be like looking into our presentation, and normally it will be based on my existing document that I recently opened here. So with that, for example, if you are looking for any of the document, we are just need to use the keyword of the document, and then this will be coming out ready. So I can see that when I put BUL, it will be looking into my drive and then find the document related to that. So with that, if let's say I'm using this document, so this is the document, then I send. So it'll be like creating the presentation based on that document. So while it is generating that, right, you notice that earlier we are creating a proposal by using the Copilot. So that is a Word document. After I create a very detailed proposal in my Word document, when I go meet up the customer, I need to actually present the proposal. We are not going to present from Word document itself. So we need the PowerPoint presentation. So then use the existing document to come out with your PowerPoint slides as well. So it's like start building up, generating the slides. Almost done, 98% earlier. And also I like it because it will add the speaker notes as well. So example, if you have a proposal of 30 pages in Word document, you cannot directly copy and paste everything into your PowerPoint slides, isn't it? So it will be more to like a summarized content in your PowerPoint. So with that, you see that, okay, title come out ready. And also I have the agenda of the slide. What are we covering? So actually I was using one of my training manual, building impactful presentation using PowerPoint. So then this is my teaching slide. And with that, the speaker notes added automatically. So even though the agenda here just covers the main title, but then what are the detail we are going to cover? It will be given me as a speaker notes. And when I like go and check on each of my slide, then as you see that maybe some of the slide we feel that the speaker notes not needed because it's very straightforward, step-by-step guide, then it won't be adding the speaker notes. So Copilot smart enough to detect the which slides needed the speaker notes and so on. And also certain content, maybe you need the appropriate images to that, right? Then it will be like adding those based on the keyword as well. And let's say now coming to this slide. So I feel this slide, maybe just a wording, the design is good, but I would like to add image here. So then I can just go to ask Copilot to add image for chart. Working on with the response. Then it is like created that with your new design as well. And with this design, the image already added. And we can see that in your designer tab, right? Maybe that particular design you are not so keen already. There are designer, which is like also giving you the more suggestion and more designs for it. So I can say that when we start using Office 365, designer feature already added. But I can say designer feature is also one of the AI feature. So now with Copilot, designer and Copilot complement each other. So Copilot giving you the image and then the designer help you to design in a different way. So we also can add on and come back to that. And also maybe for certain slides where you have a lot of wordings and so on, yeah. Okay. So maybe for this slide is good. enhance interactive slide change effect option. And I would like to add animation to the slide. So we can like go and from the PowerPoint Copilot to add animation to this slide. So with that, earlier we noticed that this current slide without animation, but then just added the animation. Then you can see the star icon added at the thumbnail of the slide. So if I go to the slideshow title, then the animation will be added. But anyhow, I can say that this animation, after being added automatically, maybe we still wanted to modify the animation. So we can still go to the animation pane and look at the animation that you already get it. So if you feel that the animation not suitable, we still allow to modify the animation. So that's why at the beginning I was saying that everything in control. So even though we asked Team Copilot to assist you to generate all this, but we have the choice to keep the suggestion, use the suggestion, or discard the suggestion, including like you can modify as your wish as well. And with this, we're able to generate beautiful presentation here, animation, images, and adding a new slide with title can be done. So back to the Copilot in PowerPoint. So all these can be done, and again going back to here. So finally, we can see that this one contains 46 slides, and I would like to organize this presentation. So when I choose organize this presentation, so starting from PowerPoint 2010, we are working with sections in PowerPoint so that when I have a very long presentation, I can group it together, some of the related slides together. So when we are using those, organize the presentation, then we can see that the section automatically added into your presentation. So rather than I'm going to manually create all this one, so we can just go and organize the presentation here. So I just go and collapse all. So mainly I have introduction to slide, and 1 second, let me just go and expand this so that we can have the introduction, how many slides. So it will actually organize with the section as well. So from the beginning, creating presentation until presentable presentation, including organized, all can be done with Copilot. And last, we are moving on to themes. So Outlook and Teams also complement each other. So nowadays we are using a lot of Teams meeting with client and with our team member. So how Copilot help you with Teams? Yes, I'm going to my Teams, bringing the screen over here. Okay. So recently I have conducted some of online training here. So during our training, we are actually like getting the recording for a few seconds. And for the whole training, of course, I'm communicating with the student, with all this, right? So after the training ends, maybe we would like to have a summary of this training. So then rather than going through the chat from that meeting, I can just use the Copilot feature. And with the Copilot feature, when you go to the meeting, you will have the choice to recap the meeting. So when you're like coming to the recap the meeting, then the Copilot features will be coming in together. So with that, this is a recap of the meeting here. So it will identify where the video located for that meeting, and also who are the speaker, Jarina, and also another person. And if you are sharing any notes or follow-up tasks, everything will be generated in your this recap part here. So with the 365 license for business, and you are using the Teams in your organization, we are also able to use that. And as per Microsoft release, they are also coming out with how can we use Copilot to create online meeting automatically, but that release might be in June and July. So I can say that the Copilot features going to be evolving day by day or month by month. So we will have more prompts and also more way of making your application works more productively for you. All right. So with that, I pass to Zam. Zam, I'm ending my demo. Any question?
Hi, Jarina. Okay, so there's one question here earlier. Okay, so this one, it says, besides animation, can Copilot turn PowerPoint into video with music and audio as well?
I can say that for now, that feature not supported. We can add this one, but also adding the video, or you can say that, can I just add video for this, making the slide interactive? Add a video about slide, insert slide. Okay, for example, how to insert slide here. So if I prompt the PowerPoint to add a video to about insert slide, it's like working on it. Still working on it. And meanwhile, right, I can say that for Office 365 and also Office 21 version, we have library for icon, and also we can get videos and all that from there. So it will also have that advantage of inserting video from there, where that video can be, you can be searching on the keyword, what type of video are we looking at, and then you can create from there. So it's still working on it. The content is and in future might be add on with this feature. For currently it's not there, so I'm just going to stop generating. And then just to show you that, if you go to insert ribbon, usually before this, right, we can insert picture, and now we are actually calling it as stock images. So even the pictures they generated, it is all from the stock images library. So with the stock images, you can see that we have the images, which is very high resolution pictures, rather than we go search on the website and get the image. Sometimes the image not very sharp. And also we have the collections or icon library, cut out people, where it's all PNG images, stickers, and then also part of the video. So you can say that you can get a very high resolution videos from this collection, and illustration, and also cartoon people. So I can say that in future, it might also giving us that prompt. How can we add videos from these collections from Microsoft? Okay.
Nice.
Yes, Zam?
Okay, I see. So for now, it's still not yet done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Then there's another question here saying, asking if Copilot can work with Zoom meetings or not. Is it the same as Teams? I don't think so.
Yes. Yeah, but for currently, it's also engaging with Teams. But talking about the Zoom meeting, maybe from that application, you may need to have add-ins into the Copilot. Then only it can be integrated and works together lah.
I see. Okay. Hold on, wait and see. Okay, so to everyone else, you can also still ask any questions because we still have a little bit of time. Maybe we can take on one more question, yeah? So feel free to chat in the Q&A box, and then we will also ask Jarina as well.
So while waiting for the question, I can say that for now, those features which is not currently supported, then maybe in the future, that things will be added in here. So we can say that we do have Microsoft community site where you can give your feedback. Even when we are using Copilot, there is an option to give feedback. So when you give feedback and a lot of people sharing the same thoughts and suggestion, Microsoft will come up with that. So that's how I can say all of our application, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, keep like having the new features and most of the features based on the community request. So they might be add on in future.
Okay. One more here. It says, can PowerPoint slide be created from an Excel file? So just now was from text, right? So this round, if we are doing it through Excel?
PowerPoint from Excel file, is it? No, for now, because Excel, we do have like cells, object charts and all that. So currently it's not supported direct from there lah. So example, let's say if I'm creating a presentation from a file, so you can see that all these are like from Word document. If let's say I'm trying to use another document and maybe I can say that lab one. Okay, so it is like supporting like Word document or even from one presentation to another one, like summarized and everything. From the Excel, currently not supported lah. Okay, Zam?
Okay. All right. Wait, see, got one more. Asking how to sign up for the trial version, but this one I think maybe you can just briefly show them again one more time lah. Just this
Okay,
part.
all right. And also, usually after our workshop, we can share the slides with you all, what we shared. At the same time, right? When I was talking about the licensing part, right? So the licensing for the application, it is like not having any trial period. So if let's say you are going by personal use, then you have to get the license to use it in your application. But also if let's say when we are going to on the browser, if we are using our Office 365 login on the browser, and you can have this Copilot. And this one, we do have 1 month trial. So if you go sign in to your Office 365, and then you can get the trial for that for 1 month, yeah. But this one is like consider general search, not really attached to the application. And those that I demo to you, Copilot in Excel, Word, Outlook, we need the license. And for now, there is no any trial for that. Okay, Zam?
Okay. So as you mentioned earlier, you'll be sharing the slides. I think this one is mostly because got all your prompts there already, right?
Yeah.
Make it a bit more easier lah. So to Mr. Azman, yes, there'll be a brief like in the actual slide. There's a little bit of the prompts and everything you can try out yourself, and then when you're trying as well, you can try with the you can try with the trial version and everything. Oh. Okay, and so we can move on to the next slide. Okay, so actually, there is one question here asking if we have another round schedule for Microsoft Copilot. So actually, we don't, as this is just a free workshop. However, we do have another version of this, which is for the actual paid version lah. So let's say this person in particular want to enroll together with your colleagues. We do have an upcoming class on the 18th of July 2024, and this one will be 700 per pax. So let's just say, even though it says here this is public class, if you want to have it as a in-house as well, we can also arrange that for you. That one, if let's say in-house, you don't have to actually follow the date lah. We can actually customize it for you as well. So actually for Coreshare, right, we are also not just for Microsoft Copilot or Excel or anything, we actually provide training based on roles lah. So let's just say if you are doing like reporting, we have for analysis and dashboard training, or you are dealing with huge data, we also have like data management training for you lah. All mainly we focus now on role-based training. So anything actually you can contact us. Okay, Jaina, you can switch to the next slide. Okay, so anything you can actually email here. You can email either Yvonne Teo, you can actually take a picture of this, or you can just WhatsApp here. And then anything we will contact, you can contact us through there lah. We will reply you or anything. Or you can just go to our website, and then over there we have a live chat feature. You can also ask us any questions there moving further. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of time so that you can actually take down the number or the email, then anything. So today we will be ending the session here as well. So I'll leave the slide up for maybe about another 5 minutes, or sorry, 2-3 minutes only lah. All right. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, thank you to Jayana as well for sharing. Yeah.
Thank you, Zhang, for organizing this event, and thank you for all attendees to spend your time and join me. So I hope I give you that overall idea how Copilot works, and try it out. And most importantly, the licensing part. Yeah. So if you would like to join our training, get the license, and then you can join training, and then we can see that what are the more things that we can be doing with Copilot. Thank you.